All right, what's up, everybody? How's it going? Happy to be here today. Uh, Working with soccer coaches today on getting the mental edge. So we're gonna give people a few minutes here to jump on. I'm sorry I'm a minute late. Haven't done one on a page yet. Been doing a lot of group sessions for mindset training. My first one on someone else's page, so I'm just getting a feel for things. We'll give people a minute here to jump on. Well, throughout the session, if anyone has any questions, feel free to throw those up in the comments. It's about helping you guys to get the mental edge. I want you guys to get the most out of this mindset training session. So, any questions that come up, feel free to throw them up in the comments. I'll stay on for a few minutes after, answer any questions anyone might have. But like I said, happy to be here with you guys. Excited to be, working with you guys on getting the mental edge. So, if you're not familiar with who we are, Winning Mindset, company Z Winning Mindset. Here's the logo. Just get some familiarity with that. We do mental training for athletes of every level, all the way up to Olympic teams, which we worked with in wrestling, and every level from youth all the way up in between, working with teams and individual athletes to help them to get the mental edge. So I'm excited to be here working with soccer players today. I come from a soccer family. My dad played in college. My sister played in college. So I enjoy the sport. I'm working with one soccer player right now currently, and it's going great. So what we do, like I said, helping athletes maximize potential. That's what we're all about with Winning Mindset, and our soccer-specific soccer mindset program is helping athletes to get the mental edge in sports and carry that over to life. We know that sports should be a vehicle to build virtue and character. So that's our goal. We want to help maximize the potential of as many athletes as possible. So I'm here to talk to you guys about what are some things we can be doing right now as coaches, as parents, or as athletes, if we have any actual players that have jumped on. What are things we can be doing right now to get the mental edge? And in competition too. We're going to talk a little about competition, some mental blocks that a lot of players face, and things we can be doing to overcome some of these things. So, first off, why is it important? Why is it important to work on our mindset? Well, think about it. Think about how much of sports are actually mental. Most great players, coaches are going to argue that sports are over 50% mental, probably somewhere more around like 70, 80% mental. So if sports are that much mental, 70, 80% mental, why aren't we spending more time actually actively working on our minds? Most athletes spend 10% of the time or less actually working on their minds, actually doing work to train their minds. That's a problem. That's a problem. We have to do active work if we want to make a change. I'm sure we've all been in pressure situations before, or adversity situations in games, or it could be in life outside of soccer, but situations where we've fallen short because of our mindset. We haven't performed to our potential because of our mindset. The thoughts that we're going to have in those moments of stress, moments of adversity, the thoughts we're going to have are the ones that are second nature. So if we want new second nature thoughts in the moments where we need them most, we need to retrain our minds so that new thoughts become second nature. We need to develop new mental habits, redevelop our mental muscles, just like we train our bodies. I know no one here goes to practice. You watch your coach show different techniques, and then you leave without ever actually practicing them. No, you're doing the drills yourself. You're dribbling. You're working on your passing. You're working on your shooting. Working on all your different skills and your techniques. That's how you get better. You put the work in. Same thing with your mind. It works no different. Strength training. You actually lift weights. You pick up weights and lift. You do the push-ups and the pull-ups and the ab exercises. That's how you improve your body. It's doing the work. Your mind's no different. So today, this is going to be an active learning. That's what mindset is. It's active learning, mindset training. So if I were you at home watching right now, I'd grab a piece of paper and a pen and write down the exercise. I'm going to be giving you guys some lessons, but exercises to go along with them. And you know what? I hope this session motivates you. But if that's all it does, then I didn't do my job as a mindset coach, because I'm not a motivational speaker. I'm not a therapist. I'm not a counselor. I'm a mindset coach. I'm a strength trainer for your mind. So get that piece of paper out and a pen and get ready to take some notes on these exercises so it's something that we can start putting into action and making some real changes to improve as players, as coaches, as parents, whoever we are. These skills are going to apply. Like I said, mindset training is about taking what we learn from sports and carrying it over, carrying those virtues and that character that we've built over into daily life. Just a quick comment, though, before I jump into the main lesson here. There's a link in the comments, a link for a free trial session on our website. You go to the Z Winning Mindset website to our soccer page. You can sign up your athlete or yourself if you are an athlete. You can sign up for a free trial session and sign up for us to be pumping you with mindset information and constant tips through email. We're always sending emails out every week with information. But more importantly, you can get that one-on-one session in over the phone with an expert, with a mindset coach who's been in the adversity situations and overcome them and has that training to help you get the most out of yourself. Coaches, you can get more information as well on our options that we have for teams and clubs. So make sure you hit that link, and we're going to help you get the most out of this, get the most out of mindset training. Now, let's talk about the main lesson for today. What's the predator mindset? A lot of you guys are probably wondering, what the heck's the predator mindset? And how do we overcome adversity with it? Well, predator mindset, let's look at animals. We got to start by looking at predator and prey animals, because humans are the same way. We got one of two mindsets. We're either predators or we're prey. Now, predator animal, let's think lions, tigers, bears, wolves. Think about predator mammals. Their eyes are always on the front of their head, just like us humans. Eyes are on the fronts of our head. Why? Because we want to focus on what's in front of us. Okay, predator animals, they're focused on an objective, and that objective is usually getting their next meal. That's always what they're focused on. They don't worry about things around them. They're focused on their objective. So as humans, we need to be the same way. Focused on what's in front of us. Focused on our objective. So that's what the predator mindset's all about. And I'm going to break that down here in a minute, how we can develop that, more specifically what it's about. Prey mindset, worrying about things around us, things we can't control. So think about squirrels, think about chipmunks and rabbits and deer. Their eyes are right here on the sides of their heads because they're worried about everything that goes on around them. They're just trying to stay alive. They're always on the lookout for predators all around them, looking out for predators and just trying to get by another day. So as athletes, we can do the same thing. We can just tend to get by sometimes and worry about the things around us, all the things that cause pressure, things that cause us to worry, what if scenarios that may or may not happen, thinking about the future and the past, when we just want to be in the present moment, focused with that predator mindset, what's in front of us. So let me get a little more specific here with the predator mindset. There's a few elements I'm going to give you guys today. And really, the predator mindset is just a way to think about mental toughness, being a mentally tough person. I like that analogy of a predator animal, though, so that's why we use it, because it just makes sense. We want to be a lion. We don't want to be a deer. Who wants to be a deer when we can be a lion? So, predator mindset, big part of it is a laser focus on your goals. So your goals are your motivation. They're in front of you. They're always right in front of you, your goals. They're the light at the end of the tunnel, so we got tunnel vision towards our goals. I'm not thinking about what's around me. I don't see what's around me. I see what's going to help me on the path to my goals. So we got that tunnel vision towards our goals. Laser focus. And we're thinking about what are the things I'm doing on a daily basis to help me work towards my goals. So that's a big part of the predator mindset, laser focus. Now, when you get to the point where you've really developed that predator mindset, this is kind of how your mind's going to work. Imagine a car with lane assist, one of these new cars that has lane assist, where you slide out of your lane, you're not paying attention, and it beeps. The car beeps to signal you, hey, refocus on the road. That's what happens when you get that predator mindset deeply developed, when you build the right mental habits, when you train your mind consistently, you develop that predator mindset, you're going to have that lane assist built into your mind. Where if you're starting to have a negative thought, you're starting to worry, you're starting to have a prey mindset. You're in a game, let's say you're in a 1v1 situation, and you know this defender's real good, and you got the ball, you just got to get past one more guy to get to that goal. Oh crap, this dude's really good. And you worry, you've lost focus. Okay, in that moment, we have a decision to make. Really quickly, we need to shift from that prey mindset of worrying who my opponent is to predator mindset. What's my skill? What skill am I going to right now to get past this defender? So, that lane assist is going to help you, I'm going to call it that lane assist of the predator mindset. It's going to help you when you have those negative thoughts, because they can still come in your mind. No matter how strong your mindset is, We all have negative automatic thoughts that come in our minds sometimes. If we want to overcome them and not let them take hold of our minds and negatively affect us, we need to shift right away. And that's what happens when you train your mind to have that predator mindset. It's that lane assist. Start having a negative thought. It's like, nope, focused. What am I doing in this moment? And you just know. Because you know what you're confident in. You know what your best skills are. You're clear on that. You're relaxed. You're confident in those situations. So we're able to overcome those negative thoughts without a problem and very quickly so that we can make the most of our opportunities. So laser focus on our goals. We got that lane assist on our minds. Control focus. Predators are focused on the things in their control. So that's going to be three main categories that we can control. A lot we can't control, a few things we can. One of the things we can always control is our effort. Okay, we can always control giving our best effort. We want to give 100% no matter what. Doesn't matter how we feel. Doesn't matter what anyone thinks about us, what's going on around us. We're going to give 100% effort. We need to train ourselves to have that mindset. I'm giving 100% no matter what. So in practice, if we show up to practice one day and we're a little bit sick and we don't feel great, or we're tired, or we're sore, if we don't give 100%, what's going to happen in games when we don't feel great? It's going to happen in the game to qualify our team for the state finals, or in a big cup game. What's going to happen if we don't feel great? Are we just going to, oh crap, I don't feel great. I'm just going to, I guess I'll just get through it. I can't wait till it's over. No, we need to train, or we need to play with 100% effort. And how's that happen? We train it, because we're going to practice. We're going to compete how we practice. So we need to train that 100% effort no matter what. Attitude. We can always control attitude, even if we have to force ourselves to focus on the positives. We want to keep a positive attitude and an attitude of being excited for adversity. So we should be looking for opportunities and grateful for the difficult opportunities. We should be grateful for this opportunity we're in right now with COVID-19. You know what? There might be some downsides. There's definitely some negatives to it. But if we're focused on that, we're not going to make the most of it. So we need to be grateful for this opportunity. And that's really the greatest attitude you can have is gratitude. Gratitude is a huge part of the predator mindset. Probably the biggest part of a predator mindset and being mentally tough is gratitude. All right, the most mentally tough people in the world, they're grateful for every opportunity they get. No matter how crappy it might seem, they're focused on the positives of it. So we want to have that gratitude and be focused on making the most of every opportunity, seeing everything as an opportunity, no matter how difficult or whatever adversity we're going through. We're grateful for the opportunity. And that's our first mindset principle. As a company, we have 4 main mindset principles that we have our athletes recite and our teams recite daily. And the first one is I am thankful for the opportunity to compete, or I'm thankful for the opportunity to play soccer, whatever works for you. But the point is thankfulness. We want to treat everything as an opportunity. You go into practice on a day where you know it's going to be hard. Instead of being like, it's going to suck, I can't wait till it's over. Nope, I'm thankful I get to leave my comfort zone today and grow in this opportunity. You're facing a really tough team. Maybe you're a striker and you're facing a team that you know is a really tough goalie. I'm thankful I get to play against the best, because this is going to test me. This is going to test me. It's going to show me where I'm at. Give me a great opportunity to score on someone great. I'm thankful to be here. Last part, aggressiveness. Aggressiveness doesn't mean playing stupid. It doesn't mean just charging that ball towards the goal, trying to get as many goals as possible, not playing smart. Aggressiveness means I'm going to play my role to the best of my ability. I'm going to play my role to the max. So whatever my role is, playing it to the max. I'm giving everything I can in pursuit of my goals. Okay, so we got gratitude, attitude, effort, aggressiveness, laser focus on my goals. What am I doing every moment to work towards my goals? That's the predator mindset in a nutshell. Not a lot of ways to think like a predator. A lot of ways to think like prey. And so we need to start assessing ourselves now. Where are the areas that are holding me back mentally from being the best player I can be? What are the things I worry about? What are the things that add pressure for me? When are the times where I've had this prey mindset? Times where I've been held back by my own thoughts, where I've beat myself in games, haven't performed to my potential because of what's going on between my ears. So I'll give you some examples of some prey mindsets. Choking in, big situations or pressure situations. I'm in that 1v1 situation and there's only one guy left to get past. Or, in the middle of the field, whatever, I'm in a 1v1 situation. I don't get past that guy because there's something going on in my head because I don't believe in myself in that moment. I always get nervous when I'm in front of the goal. And I underperform in those situations. I underperform when I have great scoring opportunities or great opportunities to set up a goal with an assist. We have trouble bouncing back from making mistakes. So worrying about losing, worrying about making mistakes, those are prey mindsets. And having trouble bouncing back when we make those mistakes, not being able to let go of it and stay in the present moment. That's a red flag. Anytime we worry about letting teammates down, worry about letting coaches down. Oh, what's coach going to say to me if I play bad? What if he benches me if I have another bad game? What if dad yells at me if I play bad? I don't want to hear it from him after. We're worrying about things outside our control. Worrying when you're on the line for a penalty kick or a free kick. We worry about those things. We're just not having a killer instinct. We're not playing aggressively. We're not playing the role to our best. We're not taking chances at tackles and taking people on 1v1 or 2v1 or 1v2 because we're worried about these opportunities. So think about these red flags. Where do you struggle in these areas? Where do you struggle? What prey mindsets are you struggling with? Now this is more peak performance. We're talking about in the moment in soccer games. Let's talk a little bit about right now. Biggest red flags we're seeing, the biggest prey mindsets we're seeing are excuses. A lot of players right now are forgetting about their goals. They're feeling sorry for themselves. Oh, my spring season was canceled, or my spring season was suspended. Man, this sucks. I don't even know when I'm going to compete again. I can't wait till this is over. And we're making excuses instead of training and okay, how can I make the most of right now? So that's a problem. It's a problem that we want to overcome. Why are we making these excuses? If we have these high goals, we need to shift our focus back to those goals. Why are we making excuses? Why are we complaining? These are prey mindsets, and they're not going to help us. Think about it. Take a second to think. Have you ever made an excuse that's helped you in the long run? Have you ever complained and that's helped you in the long run? Chances are the answer is no. Those things don't help us, so we need to reshift our focus. Instead of why me, why is this happening, this sucks, we need to shift that focus from why to how. How can I make the most of this? I might not be able to get the best thing, which would be to have my spring season and to be training with my team, but what's the next best thing I can get? What drills can I be doing at home to improve technically, to improve my ball handling skills, to improve my passing, my shooting? What can I do at home on my own? What can I do at home on my own to improve my strength? I can't go to the gym and lift. What's the next best thing I can do? What can I do to improve my conditioning so that when practice starts up again and competition starts up again, I haven't lost a step? I'm in just as good a shape as I was before this whole thing started. How about your mindset? What can I be doing to work on my mindset? And actually, before I go any further with this action plan, I'm going to get into an action plan here shortly, but I want to give you guys an exercise on what you can do to develop the predator mindset. So think about these things. Are you making excuses? Do you struggle with any of those red flags or any of those prey thoughts? What do you worry about? What adds pressure for you? Write those down. Write those things down on paper, the common prey thoughts that you have, and you're going to replace them with the opposite predator thoughts. So I'll give you an example. Prey thought I write down is that in 1v1 situations, I always tend to worry, and I'm not aggressive. I don't take guys on as I should because I'm worried. I'm worried about, what if I mess up? What if I make a mistake? I'm going to flip that mindset over to a predator mindset and say, I'm excited for 1v1 opportunities because I know my best skill is, whatever. I'm really good at nutmegs. Whatever that skill is that you go to in 1v1 situations that you believe in because you've trained it so well and you've hit it in practice plenty of times, I believe in my best skill. That's my predator mindset. I'm confident in my best skill. So, that's the easy exercise. Get that down on paper. What are my common prey thoughts? What are my new predator thoughts to replace them with? But going back to what I was saying, developing an action plan. Instead of making excuses, we want to come up with what can I do? How can I make the most of this? And that's going to come through action planning. We got to get organized, okay? We need a routine. We need a daily routine and a schedule instead of what a lot of athletes are doing now, not waking up till 10 or 11 o'clock. And then you do your schoolwork when you feel like it. And maybe you work out if you feel like it. No, we need to take ownership right now of this time of great opportunity. This adversity brings with it great opportunity, as adversity always does. It brings you great opportunity. So, how can we make the most of it? What are we going to do to make the most of it? I'm going to come up with an action plan for my goals. I got my goal. That's the light at the end of the tunnel, remember? What am I doing as I'm driving along that tunnel? My action plan. Here's what I'm doing. Here's the things I'm doing on a daily basis to improve my conditioning, my strength, my skills, my flexibility, my tendon strength, my agility, my speed. Here's all the things I'm doing, my mindset. How am I recovering, keeping my body healthy? Am I getting enough sleep at night? What am I putting in my body to properly fuel me and to help me grow and get stronger? All right? We need to put these things into a specific action plan that you're putting down on paper. Your action plan, it's your roadmap to your goals. Imagine trying to drive cross country to a place you've never been before without a map or a GPS. Do you think you're going to get there? Maybe. You might get there, but you're going to have to stop and ask a lot of people on the way. You're going to have to follow the road signs very closely, and it's not going to be very efficient. So we need that map. We need that map to get us there. That's what your action plan is to your goal. It's your map or your GPS to a goal you never reached before. You need a plan to get us there. So think about all the different areas of soccer that you need to improve on, where you're strongest, and get those strengths even stronger, and where you're weakest. Where do I need to grow most, and how am I going to grow in those areas? Put that down on paper and do an action plan. Whether you decide to do a daily checklist that you check off, a weekly checklist, and you're putting down your workouts for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, etc. Have your goals at the top. I like to do that when I did my action plan. So I wrestled in college, and I would do an action plan. I would do them on a weekly basis where I was putting at the top my goals for the week, and that would give me a little bit of focus. Then I'd have my technical focuses that I'd be focusing on, my team practices, and then I'd do my checklist for what am I doing for my extra workouts each day. And then I'd have my nutrition plan. So you want to get specific, get organized, lay it out. What times am I doing these workouts? How long are they going to be roughly? And what are the specific exercises I'm doing to train my body, to train my mind, to train my different skills and moves. All right, so 2 great exercises you guys can start doing right away. Come up with an action plan. And along with that action plan, you want to start thinking, where are my prey mindsets that I struggle with in competition, in practice, in life in general? And we're going to replace them with the new predator thoughts. Get this stuff down on paper, guys. I'm telling you. If you're motivated right now, that's great. I hope I motivated you. But if it ends with motivation, then I didn't do my job today. We need to focus on making real changes, making lasting changes, building new habits to help us get the mental edge, to make the most of every opportunity we have, because adversity is opportunity. If we're not making the most of this time right now, if we're not coming out stronger, that's a problem. We need to come out of this coronavirus thing stronger than we were going into it. And it's going to start with getting organized and coming up with a plan and identifying our areas of improvement and taking concrete steps to improve those areas. So guys, I really hope you do take me up on this and you go ahead and you start working on your mindset with these exercises I gave you. I hope you decide to get a free trial session in. You're going to be talking to a mindset expert, someone like me who's been through the struggles, whether it be in soccer or in wrestling or in school or in life. We've been through it. We've been through these struggles with you guys. And we have these practical lessons and exercises to help you make real changes in your life. So check it out. If you want more information or you'd like to get a trial session for yourself or for your kid, make sure you go to our website, hit that link, and we're going to be able to do that for you. And make sure you've heard that you put a little note in there where you heard about us, that you heard about us in this webinar here in the youth coaches page. Now, I'm going to stay on here for a couple minutes. If anyone has any questions about anything I asked or mindset, make sure you put a comment in there. I can answer more questions for you guys right now. Help you get the most out of this opportunity. Also, too, when I post this video up after we're done, the live video is done here, make sure you're liking and sharing it too if you liked what you heard and you think of a friend who could really benefit from this, or a friend's kid who could really benefit from this, or a friend who coaches. Let's make sure we're making most of opportunities and we're helping each other here grow. Especially in these tough times, that's what we really want to help each other grow, and make the most of this for everyone. Or help others to make the most of this situation too. So, but I want to shout out Coach Parkinson. Thank you, Coach, for having me on here, for helping me get this set up. It's a great opportunity. I'm really happy to be here. Like I said, I'll stay on here. If anyone has any questions, I will stay on here for a few minutes. Any questions? Anybody have any questions? All right. Well, I'm going to close it out here. If you do think of a question, feel free to put it in the comments. I'm sure that'll come up in my notifications, and I'll be able to answer that question for you. Again, best thing you can do is get a free trial session in one-on-one. Get someone who's going to be able to help you or your athlete get that mental edge with some individualized training to help you be the best you can be in soccer and in life. Thanks again, Coach, for having me on here. It's grateful to be here. Take care, everybody.